Fly me to the moon and let me... Who put this in here? Simon the Board A-hole here, and you have read that title correctly. When you woke up this morning and you had your inconspicuous shower, you didn't know you were secretly putting on weight and getting fat. That's right, this is an article I've just read. Prepare yourselves because we are going to destroy it. Wonderfully too, this video is sponsored by Manscaped.com. Manscaped have been a long-time supporter of the channel, so I appreciate them, especially because they have a bunch of products that are designed to keep you nice and tidy, not only in your face, but also down below, and to use their words, they want you to take care of your jingle balls. It's almost like it's Christmas time. But essentially, they have created an all-in-one men's grooming kit with this, the Lawnmower 4.0, being the main event. You push the button, you hear it vibrating, and of course, you go to work on the hair that surrounds your groin or region, and it's designed so you do not get nicked, you don't get any pain, and it all comes off lovely. You also get the Crop Reserver and the Crop Reviver, which are there for you to dose onto your region after you're done with this, so not only does it look better, but it smells nice. And you have the Weed Whacker, which is there to get rid of your nose hair and your ear hair. It has the same technology as the Lawn Mower, meaning you can stick it up there, you can stick it in there, and it's gonna do its job without causing you any fuss. You also get the Shears 2.0 Luxury Kit, which is there to make your nails look nice as well, and even though we are past Christmas, you can still get a good deal on this stuff, be it for you or somebody that you truly love. If you do order soon as well, for a limited time, you also get the free box of briefs and the free bag, and who doesn't want that? And there's also a link in the description below. Click that, use the code Simon20, and not only do you get 20% off, you get free shipping. So be nice to yourself, be nice to your balls, and be nice to your friends, and be nice to their balls too. Try not to laugh, I'm okay. With Manscaped, seriously, it does a damn good job, because between you and me, I use it. Thank you to Manscaped. And it comes to the Daily Mail, because of course it does. Thank you to the person that sent this to me, and it says, how your shampoo bottle could be making you fat. Scientists discover 11 chemicals in common plastics that contribute to weight gain. Now, first of all, why are these scientists doing this to begin with? It's like these Harvard people that for some reason are always searching for a secret loophole that will stop you putting on fat. Like, even if there are some plastics that sort of make you gain weight, are there other avenues that we should be tackling first? Apparently not. But yes, it may sound like a bizarre way to gain weight, but a new study suggests that plastics in shampoo bottles could actually be making people fat. Keep that line and how it was worded in your head. That's because scientists have discovered 11 chemicals that can affect our metabolism and contribute to weight gain in everyday products, such as drink bottles, kitchen sponges, and hair conditioners. So there's a reason to get out doing the washing up. You may become fat. Researchers from the Norwegian University of Science and Technology looked at 34 different plastic products to see which chemicals they contained. Our experiments show that ordinary plastic products contain a mix of substances that can be a relevant and underestimated factor behind overweight and obesity, said Martin Wagner, who was behind all this. For a long time, experts believed that most plastic chemicals would stay in these products, but Wagner's team has shown that they leach a large number under real-world conditions. This is absolutely going to be made into a Hollywood movie. This allows the chemicals to then enter the body. Previous research has also suggested that some plastics contain endocrine-disrupting chemicals, also known as obesogens, which sounds made up. They may affect our development and fertility. So now if you wash your hair, you're not going to be able to have kids. That's because chemicals from 1/3 of the plastic products investigated in the new study were found to contribute to fat cell development in laboratory experiments. The substances in these products reprogrammed precursor cells to become fat cells, which in turn rapidly multiplied and accumulated more fat. This means that plastics contain currently unidentified chemicals that interfere with how our body stores fat, the researchers said. It's very likely it's not the usual suspects, blah, blah, so on and so forth. This just goes on and on, right? But at no point does it ever tell you how this is happening. Like, it's saying that when you touch plastics, essentially, it's screwing up your endocrine system. And I'm not debating that could potentially be true. Of course it could be true, but look at it this way, right? And again, this article never talks about it. It's just one big way to make you find excuses for the other things that you're actually doing. It never says this is because of the food you're eating. It never says it contributes to calorific surplus or anything like that. It just states if you touch certain bits of plastic, you will become fat, right? And it never takes anything into account. Let's imagine that all you're eating all day is one piece of broccoli. That's it. Somehow you can survive off one piece of broccoli. Do you think that if these obesogens, whatever they were called, that Transformers word, get into your body, get into your bloodstream, get into your endocrine system, do you think you're all of a sudden going to become fat? No, you are not, because your diet, your diet's terrible. You're just having one broccoli floret a day. But the point is this, when it comes down to putting on weight, putting on fat, or being in a position that you're not particularly comfortable with, with, it's because you're eating too many calories. And maybe this does happen, and maybe it does screw up your metabolism, but even then, you just have to use that as a contributing factor to life. And the reason that these articles make me so mad is because everybody is looking for an excuse. It's not what you're eating, your diet is fine. It's not what you're drinking is fine. It's not that you don't go to the gym. It's not that you don't go for a walk. It's not that you sit there and don't do much exercise and you don't burn the calories off. It's magical plastics. It was that stupid fat loophole. You got to take this pill. And of course, nothing in this article is trying to sell anything to you, but it's just a way to convince you in your brain that it must be external factors that are causing your weight issues, when 9 times, well, look, there are medical issues that do really, really screw people up. I'm not saying that, but I'm talking about more general life. 9 times out of 10, it's because you're eating too much food. And that's why these articles are bad. I remember the one that recently said, if you eat an egg, you're going to die. And it was talking about how the yolk is bad for you and your cholesterol, etc. And then a week later, the same damn publication said, oh no, we've just found another study that says the yolk is actually good for you and it contributes to your fatty acids. This is the point. There is a study for everything, but this kind of stuff has to stop because people are struggling to go to the gym anyway, right? They don't want to go, they don't like exercise, and nobody's actually telling them, well, find some exercise you do enjoy in order to get out there and jump about in the fields and lose some weight. They think that the surroundings and the environment that they're trapped in is the reason they can't get into shape, and it's just not true. And you can't convince me otherwise. And I'm not saying that some people don't have it hard. They absolutely do. And they have to try harder, and they have to eat less and do all of this stuff. There are people out there that can have abs at like 16-17% body fat. Other people get down to 11, most people at 10 will have them, but 12-11%, and they don't have abs. And do you want to know why? Because bodies are assholes, and human beings in society are all kinds of screwed up. It's just true. It's why some people can eat a bunch of crap and be lean and ripped, and some people can have the perfect diet and they still have to strive even more hard than they did before. But if you are just getting into stuff and you read this, you're probably going to freak yourself out. And some people are really susceptible to these kind of articles. We all laugh and roll our eyes, go, well, no one's going to buy into that, but they do. Think about how many videos we've done on this channel where it's like, you know, you take the food you're eating isn't your fault. You got to take this magic pill. I try to remember to put one on the screen right now so one of those cards pop up so you can watch it if we haven't. They are all done to play on your insecurities and try and sell you something. And while this is just a website, they still want you to click. Right? Daily Mail gets a crazy amount of clicks. I mean, it's an insane website to begin with, but they get a crazy amount of clicks and they want to keep feeding it because it means advertising, it means money, and it means all of these things. And health and fitness kind of appeal to every single person on the planet. So what's the headline again? Go back up, not good content. How your shampoo bottle could be making you fat. So if you're fat right now and you don't like your diet, you're going to click that and go, it's the shampoo. I knew it was the shampoo. And in a week, you're going to be even bigger and your hair's going to stink and be all greasy because you're going to stop washing it. Although I think your hair starts washing itself after a while or something like that. I mean, what would I know? And then you get to the comments, right? And the comments kind of back this up. I mean, maybe they're made up. I have no idea. It couldn't have been anything else since I don't eat anything already. So he's blaming it on the plastic. Right then. I'm going to stop washing my hair. Maybe me. Someone popped in and said, I'm bald. Someone else says, these chemicals are also responsible for the andronization, can't pronounce that, of our... Let's just move on from that one. We don't need to go down that crazy, crazy road. I wonder if the shampoo bars are better. What a relief now that I know my weight gain has nothing to do with my binge eating and drinking. I'm going to assume he gets it. Thank goodness by that. And it just goes on and on. My wife kept telling me to stop eating the packaging. That one's quite good, actually, to be fair. But there are some people who... I mean, this guy's getting really, really mad at plastics. Let's click more and get a few other ones. Now, to be fair, eventually people start to make sense, right? No, it's the crisps I eat after dinner that make me fat. Now this is my story and I'm totally sticking to it. What utter garbage. So, but these only came up after I clicked more. All the ones at the top are people going crazy, crazy, crazy about how plastic is bad for you. And I like this one. Any excuse and always something or someone to blame. Just stop stuffing your pie holes with crap and do some exercise. So at least, what the F did I just read? So at least by the end it gets there. Sometimes people don't even bother with it. I don't bother with the comments more often than not. But this stuff is bad. This stuff sucks. Do not be brought into it. Not just like this on all of it. Anyone tells you can get abs in 5 minutes, ignore it. If anyone tells you can lose a bunch of weight in a day, ignore it. It's not true. Health and fitness takes time. I know you don't want to hear that, but that's the truth. You have to dedicate yourself to it. You have to be disciplined. Sometimes you're going to have a day when you're really hungry, right? That's just the truth. But the rewards will come, and when they do come, it's not as bad because it's about balance, right? Whatever dopamine or endorphin release you get from eating the food, you'll then start to get when you look in the mirror and realize, wow, I did this. That's a tangible thing you can hold on to as well. And you don't have to eat good stuff all the time. You can have a cheat meal here and there. You can have quote unquote nice food throughout the week, but it's about moderation and it's about balance. And it's not about touching some plastic. I may as well go, if you do this, your beard will grow better. What logic is there to it? Nothing. And I bet you I could launch some kind of a study where you could kind of prove that the hair on a toy somehow promotes hair on your face, but I also should probably be thrown into a dungeon. Now, please do like the video, share the video, and subscribe to the bell ding-ding so other videos are going live. There is another video on the screen. Give it a click. They're the two things. Subscription, click the video, and leave a comment below. Let me know if plastic ever made you fat, and I will tell you you're absolutely crazy. Also, talking about stuff that I think actually works, GorillaMind.com/Simon. Just go to Simon, get 10% off. These are supplements I use. I genuinely do. I use their pre-workout. I use their Rorolacine in the morning before I do my cardio, and I use their protein. I think they're very, very, very good, and if you would like to try and get 10% off with my code, say with Greg Doucette's cookbook, I actually contributed to that. It's a way to improve your diet, right? So it's fun food and not just crap all the time. I mean, check it out if you want. Again, it's all in the description below. You could also help me on Patreon, patreon.com/Simon316. I'm on Cameo as well if you want a birthday shout out or something of that ilk. What else do I do? I can't remember. Simon.bigcartel.com. I think that's everything. Twitter, Instagram at Simon316. Send me these stories so we can run them down and get the message out there. But otherwise, good luck with your training. Good luck with your diet. You can do it. It's not going to be easy every day, but stay the course. See you soon.